us home.
The target in shadow will break it when it suits them. Perfect magic very well.
Here's what I don't get about the sundown. All these fancy decorations everywhere. You're looking well.
So you've come back to the temple.
I was invited back. The priests wanted to hear what I had to say about reconciliation with the other tribes. They're listening. At least they've begun to listen. There's a distance between ears and deeds.
Because of what we did?
What you did.
It was for the mourners. I think it helped them.
You set them on the path. You can't know what their journeys hold. Such is the priest's lot. Perhaps a red robe would suit you.
Not me. Besides, your temple doesn't even take women.
We would be richer if we did. Go in light, my friend, and let the sun cast your way.
Thank you, Naman. Where I'm going, I could probably use all the light I can get.
Where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
Looks like Alita left a few things behind. What's in this bottle? Ugh, smells like ash or rotten eggs. Better pour that out. Aren't these for spying far away? Why would you need a spyglass in the garden? I guess she was doing some gardening. Something buried. No, something dug up. I must have left a trail.
Some boss girl applied to the city guard the other day.
Flower petals. Why would she take flowers from her own garden?
Did you find anything in the garden?
Nothing definite yet. I'll let you know.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. Fine goods for a fair price.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
petals end here, at the water. Could her father have been right, but at the wrong place? Maybe she took the boat to that island over there. Looks like I'm in for a long swim. The boat. This looks promising.
You? You did it! Who are you? How did you learn to fight like that? What are you even doing here?
Maybe you can start by answering a few of my questions. What are you doing on this island?
I come here to be alone.
Do you know your father fears you're dead?
I'm surprised he even noticed I was gone.
He has the whole village looking for you. He's worried.
The snap maw kept me. You took care of it, so thank you. I should be fine now.
Why did you bring flowers here?
No real reason. I'm trying to make this a place for us. For all of us.
Who's us? Is there someone else here?
No. I was going to surprise my friends with what I made. There's no one else here, obviously.
Let's go back to the village together.
I need to finish planting my garden. Just a little more time. I'll be fine, I promise.
You know, I think I'll take a little more time, too. To look around.
You don't need to do that.
I really do. Bedrolls. 2 of them. And a set of cups. She must not have been alone here. Looks like Alita has a friend. Alita, if you came here to be alone, why are there 2 bedrolls? And don't lie to me this time.
By the sun, I don't know where he is.
Who?
A troll. He lights a fire signal when it's safe to meet him, but he's not here.
Who's a troll?
A friend I've known since childhood. I'd be planting in the garden and he'd dump worms down my back. I hated that. But the last few months we'd meet here and everything was different. We talked for hours. He helped me plant that garden. I couldn't wait to see him again. It's like I'm dead and only come alive when I'm here with him. Do you know what that's like?
I can't say that I do. Why keep this all secret?
Troll is a soldier for the Karja in Shadow, stationed at the outpost across the lake. It's treason for us to even meet. How could I tell my father? How could I tell anyone?
Well, then how did you 2 arrange to meet here?
We came here as kids. After he left, I would come back sometimes. One day, I surprised him here. He smiled from ear to ear. We sat and played like we had as kids, but war had changed him. Changed us both. We weren't kids anymore. We started meeting in secret. He'd light a fire to signal it was safe for him to leave his post at the Citadel, but last night,
He didn't come?
I've been waiting all night and all day. I haven't seen anyone but you.
Enough of this. You have to go back.
Please, if you came all this way, will you look for a trawl? He lit the fire on the island not far from here. If I go, he could be killed. We could break the ceasefire, but Honora wouldn't. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I'm so sorry.
I'll find him if I can, as long as you go home to your father.
I will. Please come find me there. I can't sleep. I can't breathe knowing a troll could be out there, hurting.
What's left of the fire. Looks like some sort of scuffle, ending with someone being dragged away.
Hey! Speak up or I'll cut off your other finger. Who were you signaling?
That must be a troll. Quite a few guards there. Maybe there's another way in.
It's a bloody rout! They're gonna wipe us out!
Troll. Are you a troll? Elita sent me.
Alida? I was gonna ask her to leave with me. To go into the Outlands. Somewhere out in the sun where no shadow could reach us. But we wouldn't have made it. They would have followed me. I know now. Alida, tell her they never learned about our island. She's safe. Give her this. Tell her it's worth it.
A troll? Poor troll. And poor Alida.
all those savages I don't like.
Good day.
I've got my eye on you, stranger.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard.
Don't say it. I know he's gone.
The Shadow Karja found him. But you should know, he never betrayed you. He wanted you to have this key.
It's the key that Balaki gave me. He said our lives were locked together. Thank you for bringing it back. For all you did for us.
He said it was worth it. All of it. Are you all right?
No. But I will be soon.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? Elita, no. Look at me. Think this through. If you die, who will speak for Atral? Who will speak for all the Karja and Shadow like him?
No one will listen to me.
No one can listen to you if you're dead. They need to hear your voice. You're the only one here who can speak for them. Fight for Atral, for those he cared about. Make sure no one forgets you were once one people. Will you do it?
I'll try.
Please, let me get your father. Will you talk to him?
I guess.
Couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
I should have given you a token for your kindness in finding Alita. Is something wrong?
Elita needs you to listen. Right now, go to the garden, quickly.
I will. At once.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but it's decent work, keeping the city safe.
Don't look to me for help. My duty is to guard. I don't get involved in politics.
I barely turn a profit even in the best of times, especially since I usually hand out what I can to those in need. Would you care for some fruit? Better enjoy it before someone runs off with the rest of it.
Has someone been stealing from you?
Yes, almost every night. Not enough to force me to close shop, but definitely enough to hurt.
Have you found any sign of the thief?
Just a couple of old rinds near the storehouse. Not much to go on.
Why haven't the guards looked into it?
The guards blame the wildlife, but I doubt they believe it. I guess they have more to worry about than a woman and her livelihood.
Is there anyone you suspect?
I've known most people here since childhood. None of them strike me as a food thief. You want to talk about other vices, however?
I know how to track. I could look for the thief.
Really? Thank you. You could start in my storehouse by the river. Someone must be desperate to steal rather than just ask me.
I'll see what I can find.
The guards could end their rebellion.
It's always the ones you least expect.
This barrel's been moved recently. There we go. Tracks. spoiled fruit. The rabbits seem to like it, though. Oh, look. The thief dropped more fruit for me to follow. If I can see it in all this grass. Is this the last of the fruit? Okay, boars, out of the way so I can have a look. Trail of footprints this time. Must have climbed up.
Father, son, forgive me! Forgive me!
There's our thief, and he's in trouble.
Thank you, Savage! You saved me from the sun's judgment.
I did what now?
I left the misery of Sunfall not long ago, knowing that I'd never be welcome back in Meridian. So, I've been stealing food from a woman at Bright Market just to survive. But the Glinthawks must be the judgment of the sun.
You believe it attacked you because you were stealing?
Why else? What if I beg forgiveness from the lady? Will that absolve me and save me from the Glinthawks?
I took care of the Glinthawks, but yes, you should return and apologize. The woman you stole from is kind. She'll forgive you.
The sun has spoken! Thank you again, Savage. May the sun light your way!
Great. People finally stopped calling me outcast and Savage. How's my... Desk Mesa. Now I need to find someplace too high to reach, if I'm to believe anything Fernand said. What do you know? There really is something here. And it's empty.
Spear girl!
Of course.
You found it. The perfect location for an ambush. Now throw down that magnificent spear, and we'll let you live.
You've obviously heard of me. You know what I'm capable of. Why do you think this will turn out well for you?
I like the odds. Get her.
Why do I bother?
Put you in your grave.
Lost it!
That's the last of them. But Fernand ran off.
Only to find a look at these wares. I've got all the best goods here.
Don't pass up these goods.
Won't cost you a shard, just a... Don't pass up on take a look. Only the finest goods here. Won't cost you a shard, just a
Oh no.
Oh, Fernand. Our deal is off.
Oh, it's you. How about a new deal? You could just cut off my finger, or my hand, or my left arm, but that's my final offer.
A limb won't be enough.
It wouldn't. Not here, not in front of everyone.
No one's gonna lift a finger to stop me. You just led a group of men to their deaths, remember?
They were bad men. I did a service, really. Well, you did. You did the service. I'll make sure it never happens again.
I'll hold you to it.
Understood. You won't hear from any of us ever again.
I'd better not.
Dress a bit too fancy, but he made a place and send him for the offer.
For what they did to Ursa, we should round up a wrecking crew of Pitchgood and take it to the Shadow Carja.
Explain why their superstitions are idiotic, they walk off in a huff. If we teach the Carja nothing else, Tio Tomaiso will teach them how to hold their liquor.
I'd like an opportunity to share a drink with Aaron. There's a man who knows how to enjoy it.
Daybreak. Yesterday's gone. Oh boy.
Goods here.
Had to take over my brother's shift today. Sure as the sun's right.
Regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
You'll like what I have.
Every season, things grow worse.
Leave the rest.
Piles of scrap up north. I tell you, Osram know how to forage them.
Go on and give Assis those trophies.
I thought I told you.
I'm here to present trophies to the Sunhawk of the Lodge. 3 sawtooths, 2 ravagers, and a stalker for good measure.
I suppose Talana helped you with this.
I brought these down myself. Will you accept them?
Fine, yes. I accept them. But tell Talana she should stop playing with sludge if she wants to get Redmaw.
She gets back soon. Need those things from the market.
When I gave him my trophies, Assis said you should be spending more time finding Redmaw than helping me.
That bunghead isn't wrong. But there isn't time to find Redmaw right now. You're gonna help with something else.
Oh? And what might that be?
Meet me outside. You wanna help? Here's someone who needs it. Go ahead, Ilsadi.
I live in Lone Light, northeast of here. I barely escaped because Glinthawks attack anyone who ventures out. We have so few shards. Will you help? We have nowhere else to turn.
Sometimes members receive an honorarium for the hunt. Assis should have accepted this one, but he refused. The price was too low.
How generous.
In the past, I would have gone with Takas to handle this. But what say you and I take it on? I'll meet you at Lone Light.
What about Redmaw?
Are you in or not?
All right. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
About time you showed up! More Glinthawks incoming!
Stay down!
More coming!
That seems to have taken care of them.
but more always come. The soldiers at Morning's Watch don't even bother to fight them anymore.
They must be attracted to the kills I saw upriver. I should go back, but if more attack here...
I'll watch the village. You go ahead.
I thought you wanted to do this together.
You don't need me to hold your hand.
Talks. There are snap maw carcasses everywhere. No wonder the Glinthawks were drawn here. Amateurs will leave easy tracks to follow. These must be the snap. I'm here on behalf of the nearby village. Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough Snapmaw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
I don't follow.
I borrowed shards to buy seeds. The harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
None of us?
You didn't think it was just us two, did you?
I'll make it simple for you. Stop slaughtering machines for one component, leaving the rest to waste.
Now I'll make it simple for you. That's not going to happen. So get out of here.
Seems we've come to an impasse.
Make your move.
So be it.
Aloy. Fools. Bit off more than they could chew. What a waste. But now I know you can handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their thrush.
Wait. Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say to hunting machines, winning trophies, and unseating Assis?
I'm in. I'll meet you back at the lodge as soon as I'm able.
Can't beat it. In times of trouble, they inspect incoming goods. The rest of the labor, but also Deborah's revenue.
Talana, always a pleasure. I see you've brought your pet.
Greetings, Sunhawk. I hereby sponsor Aloy of the Nora for membership in the Hunter's Lodge.
No. Look at her. She's lowborn, a savage. This is beneath even you, Talana.
She has fulfilled the requirements, and Sun King Avad decreed the lodge should be open to all. Would you like to take it up with him?
The word of the Sun King is indeed law. Even though it will bring ruin to the lodge, so be it. Do you, Aloy of the Nora, pledge to act rightly and nobly when in service to the lodge all the days to follow?
I do.
Members of the lodge, even though Tarkus is barely cold, I present to you Aloy of the Nora. Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
Sponsoring an outlander. While you make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.
This is a good day.
What's Redmaw?
Few have seen it. A thunderjaw marked by years of battle. Some say it still bears the marks of over a dozen hunters on its flank. How many it has trampled along the way, we may never know. When members go hunting and never return, we often blame Redmaw. But to me, it's more than legend. It's the only machine that will unseat Assis. My sponsor nearly had it, but he didn't make it.
I'm sorry.
Tarkus sponsored me out of loyalty to my family. He was my last link to them, besides the lodge itself. I have to unseat Assis.
I know why I hate Assis. Why do you?
My family has always boasted members in the lodge. My father and brother were both hawks. Assis let their sacrifice be forgotten.
What sacrifice?
They died in the massacre. They should be honored as hawks. Instead, Assis will not let anyone mention it.
How did your family come to be members of the lodge?
Karja noble houses have sent sons to the lodge for generations. Because they needed another place to lord over the commoners. I want to change that. The idea that someone is worthy or not by virtue of birth alone. Everyone thinks they have me pegged as soon as they hear Talana Khan Padish. I hate that.
I understand. My whole life I lived as an outcast from the Nora. They would have been the first to say I wasn't one of them. Yet as soon as I leave the sacred lands, everyone calls me Aloy of the Nora. It should be Aloy despite the Nora.
I didn't know. I'll remember that.
What happened in the massacre?
King Jiran's paranoia knew no bounds. He sent thousands of innocents to die in the Sun Ring. When the Hawks of the Lodge called for him to stop the slaughter, he threw them in the ring too. Yet when the machines attacked the condemned, more Hawks leapt into the ring to defend them. And my father and brother were among them.
I'm so sorry. What happened to the men in the Sun Ring?
They died fighting. If you wish to hear the story, Legan can tell it better. He saw it with his own eyes. I did not. The morning of the massacre, my father told me to meet him outside the city. He told me they were planning an escape. I waited for hours until a message came from my father. I had to leave the city. So I fled when I should have fought by his side.
He didn't want you to die with them.
Nor would he want their names forgotten. Especially by the man who benefited most from their deaths, Assis. Now that you're a Thrush, you should improve your reputation. Why don't you hunt down a Thunderjaw and a Stormbird?
You want me to go trophy hunting?
You're not just any Thrush. You're mine. And you better make me look good.
But what about Redmaw?
I will find him. And when I do, I expect you to be there.
I'm gonna look him in the face and...
Try something today?
Where's Talana? Maybe upstairs. No Assis either.
Greetings.
Maybe Lygan knows where they are.
Fought those rebels in Sunfall to a standstill.
You have trophies? I can hang on to them until the Sunhawk returns.
Where are Assis and Talana?
Assis received word about Red Maw and rushed out. Talana found out a short time later and had to follow.
They both went alone?
Assis left without his thrush. Talana did as well. Though I saw some outlanders follow after her.
I wouldn't put it past Assis to try something underhanded to get the kill. Where have they gone? I have to help if I can.
You might be right. They've gone southeast, headed for the spear shafts. You'd better hurry.